Okay, at last. So this is my first time to go live in this whole channel with 9 subscribers at the moment. And this evening, dear fellow traders, we are trading on gold. And we have 4 open positions and is already in profit, like around $2. And we're waiting for the dollar to pull the gold down back to 1773. And I just deposited the $38 to this particular account. Anyway, I'll put the link of my trading explorer at forexfactory.com, and that would be in public. And I put the link at the description box below or at the comment section after this live session. So this is live trading testing 101 because I was helped by 2 good friends of mine how to set live streaming on your phone even you don't have much number of subscribers. So even them, they can go live, and that can be directly uploaded to YouTube after the live streaming, even if they don't have subscribers. And this channel, I have around 9 subscribers at the moment. And I tried, and at last, I'm already here. Now, I'm not sure if you can really see there because the camera of the phone that I'm using right now, it's just like being simulated from my laptop. So I have to talk in front of the camera, something like so. I deposited $38 to this Forex account. And then the broker that I'm trading with is XM and providing 100% bonus of all your deposits this Christmas season. I don't know if the whole Thailand alone or probably other countries also are given this opportunity. But this channel, I think I have around 8 or 7 subscribers that are Filipinos, my kababayan. And if you happen to watch this later on, then welcome again. So at the moment, the market, the gold is still making some corrections at 1,783. So this level here is somewhat a psychological area for the buyers to come in. And as long as this area here is always the resistance, so the market kept knocking on the top, and several times it's being denied in 15-minute time frame, in 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, and even the daily time frame. But we have to be extra careful to this because anyhow the market can make a change of movement. But anyway, there are around 3 or 4 low impact news from the US. Here, that all of these, actually 3, Revised non-farm productivity quarter over quarter, revised unit labor cost quarter over quarter, and IBD, the IPP economic optimism. So all the datas are in favor for the dollar, but these are all low impact. But tomorrow we have JOLTS job openings, and this is a high impact news. So job openings and labor turnover survey. So we will have to wait for the data to be released tomorrow evening at 10 o'clock here in Thailand. And tell you what, YouTube friends, dear fellow traders, when you trade in Forex, you have to consider the fundamentals. So fundamental analysis is based on the data that is being released. In economic news, you have to look for a legit source that can provide you ahead of time about the economic news in different countries. But most um, high impact news will usually go from US, from Europe, from England, from Japan, and from Australia, like China and any other um, second world countries. Some of the economic news are not really um, providing high impact to the economy. But still, you have to consider all these things aside from your technicals. Your technical analysis are based on the indicators that we can see here inside your MT4 screen. We have here, actually, I'm using SMA, simple moving average. Other traders are using EMA, exponential moving average. And specifically, I chose 10 and 30 periods for my SMA. And for my momentum, I'm using MACD right here. And so we're waiting for some profits to form in our open positions. So we have 4 sell positions. One is now making a profit of less than $1, around 50 cents. This was like around $3 lately, while I was trying to refresh my phone because I cannot go live. There was problem with my internet connection, I guess. And now that we are already live, I have to change the direction of the camera. I'm sorry for the inconvenience that I have gave you here. So these are my sell positions, and I think we have to wait like for the next hour. So this time we're already 11 and 19 in the evening. So probably I can still wait like an hour, and then we are going to get out from the market. So if you see that, if it's clear to you, we're about to make around $3 in one of the 4 positions that we have here that are floating. Actually, I closed 2 positions already lately, and I think that was around. Let me see here. $4.66. $4.66. So far that's our profit for this particular XM Forex account. So we have here our deposit there, $38, and the broker was giving another $38, but in a form of credit. So you cannot withdraw that, but you can use the bonus credit that the broker is giving for the margin requirements of your trades. And I think this Forex account that I have, this particular one, I have another that I'm also trading with, but those accounts are having small leverage. This one is the maximum leverage that is being offered by the broker. But anyway, after this open positions will be closed, then I'm going to adjust the leverage to smaller ones so that in order for us to avoid much exposure to the markets. So I think actually I have a particular topic that I'm preparing this evening, and suddenly my mind was changed to put that one in here, like live trading testing 101. But actually I already prepared a topic, and perhaps I'm going to tackle this one next time. But to give you some heads up in about forex trading, I've been here in this industry like maybe more than 6 years now. I started trading last April 2016. I was still working in the university that time. And then, yeah, April 2015. And I was kicked out from the work in the university by December 2016. So it's like more than a year already that I was engaging into forex trading before I lost my job in the university. But I didn't have that much attention to this stuff. It was just like a hobby, and I didn't give so much time to it, learning the important stuffs that I have to learn. It's just like many others out there, like trying many things, if it work or not. But later on, I realized that it's really important that you have to put so much time into something that you are doing, because later on you're going to regret the past time, years, and opportunities that somehow you might learn something new and develop and grow yourself into that particular area. Then you're supposed to do that, but because you did not appreciate the opportunity and you did not give value to it, so you just take it for granted, and then later on you regret about everything. So it's really important. And until now, I'm still learning and still trying to build a certain portfolio that I could have, and probably some, if not all, of my friends have known me somehow that I'm doing this stuff, and a few of them are expecting that I was already into something big, but actually I still don't have anything here. And but now I started to getting back on my feet, And you know what? Over the years, several um, several times or countless of times that I was struggling in different areas, emotionally and psychologically, not because I got burned with my Forex account several times, but many difficult situations that happened to us, to me, and to my whole family, and yeah, it's really a challenge. But if we focus our mind to that, then we will not be able to move on and see the brighter side. And that is why it's a choice, and we have to choose something that we can see ourselves into particular thing that we are doing, that we can see ourselves that we are into in a positive progress. So here, dear YouTube friends, fellow traders, lately we're making like around $3, and now it turns like close to $2 negative. And my target here, if the market will continue to knock on this side around 1783, then we are going to force ourselves to close all these four sell positions to be closed to minimize the risk. Actually, we're risking uh, like 50% of our equity, because our equity is quite small. We just deposited $38. So, and it was doubled by the broker. But of course, the credit will only reflect on the equity, but not on your balance. So it's quite challenging if you have a small equity and you're trading bigger lot sizes, because you are getting excited to trade and you put your account into a maximum leverage. So when you trade in Forex and you chose the maximum leverage or higher leverage, and then you have the tendency that you're going to overtrade. And when you go over trading in your small account, in the event that the market is turning against your positions, then you can get easily wiped out with your account. So leverage is a subtle trap that is being prepared by the broker companies. And it's up to us, retail traders, how to survive ourselves in that situation. So, over the years of learning from my repeated fatal mistakes, I would rather choose a small leverage so that I can avoid too much exposure to my account to the markets. Though I cannot trade bigger lot sizes, but I can safely say that my account is too far away from burning. So it's really important to take note of that when you trade in Forex. And there is this difference between stocks and crypto. Forex, you make money in both sides, whether the market will go up and go down. And there is always an opportunity, but not all opportunities are in your favor. So you have to wait for the opportunities that will go into your favor. And what I mean about that, what I mean by saying that, I mean that you have to spend a lot of time to analyze the markets, analyze the movement, understanding candlestick formations, and of course, understanding candlestick formations, reversals, really harsh, especially if you are trading big. So you must be careful at all times. And tell you what, dear friends, in trading Forex, only around 10%, which is the part about your methodology, your system, how you trade, what kind of indicator you are using, what kind of um, analysis you're using. You can be technical or fundamental trader or both. You integrate the fundamental and the technical analysis. You can be a scalper, a position trader, or a day trader. So, but the most important thing there is the psychological side. But before going into that, the other 20% part of trading Forex is your risk management. So, how you manage your account. So, when we talk about risk management, then we have to consider our leveraging, and lot sizing. Leveraging meaning you have to choose a particular leverage that will fit your personality and a particular leverage that will not affect your psychological side, your emotion side. And then the other thing that you must remember when it comes to risk management is that lot sizing. Leveraging and lot sizing, these two are inseparable. They always go together. Why? Because when your leverage is lower, then you can only trade small lot sizes and you're away from burning when the market is turning against your trading positions. But if you trade, but if your leverage is bigger, then you can trade bigger lot sizes. And when the market is in your favor, you can really make money. But if the market is turning against your positions, then you get easily wiped out your account, your entire account. And that is why we have this stop loss and take profit. But most of the traders don't apply that one automatically because some of the brokers are doing this stop hunting. They're going to spike the market where you put your stop loss, and then later on the market just go as you are expecting. So something like, so there are a lot of things to consider on when you trade in Forex. And actually some, and if not some, but many of the professional analysts there would make the same conclusion that it will take someone to learn in trading Forex at least 5 years in study. I made a lot of shortcuts, and so it was a rough journey for me personally. It was a rough journey. Plus some other personal problem and my family problem that I have, and that was uh, included, mixed all together. And my psychological side was greatly affected negatively. So that's the downside there. So you must consider on your risk management. So it's just 20% part of the whole trading system, but still you have to look it carefully and seriously. The risk management. Over leveraging can burn your account because you tend to overtrade. at all times. Because if you have this higher leverage, you have more excitement in trading because you can trade bigger lot size. Like, for example, I'll give you a comparison. 1 is to 50 leverage and 1 compared to 1 is to 500. So I'll give you the disadvantages and the advantages and the disadvantages. When you choose 1 is to 50 leverage and you have $100 equity, $100 deposit in your account, and your leverage is 1 is to 50, and you trade particularly on gold or spot metal, the symbol in some brokers is bullion, gold, or XAU slash USD. If you trade in gold and your leverage is 1 is to 50, then your maximum lot standard lot size that you can trade with that equity of 1 is to 50 leverage is just 3 cents standard lot size. But if your leverage is 1 is to 500, then you can multiply that one 10 times. See the difference? If your leverage is 1 is to 50 and your equity is $100 and the margin requirement for gold is around 36 point something. Oh, I'm sorry. You cannot trade 3 cents standard lot size for 1 is to 50 leverage and $100 equity. You can only trade at least 2 cents because the margin requirement per 1 cent standard lot size is $36.18. Anyway, it can vary in terms of cents to different brokers, but it's around $36 per 1 cent standard lot size. But other brokers are offering cent account, micro account, mini account. And of course, it is advisable for the new beginners to trade to open a micro or mini account, especially like us retail traders. We only have a handful, a few dollars to invest in this volatile and harsh markets for retail traders. And then you have to multiply that one 10 times. 2 cents standard lot size for 1 is to 50 leverage with an equity of $100, and 10 times for 1 is to 500 leverage, so you can trade up to 20 cents standard lot size. Now, the advantage for having a small leverage, 1 is to 50, when you trade 2 cents, when the market go against your trade at least 20 pips, then you will only lose around $4. You only lose $4 in 20 pips for 1 cent standard lot size. But if you trade with a leverage of 1 is to 500 and you trade a maximum of 20 cent standard lot size, then you are halfway to burn your account. That will be around negative $40 negative from $100 equity. So see the difference? So if you chose higher leverage, and regardless of your equity, it could be big or small, the same story. You can trade bigger lot sizes and you are more exposed of the volatility of the markets, especially when the market is moving against your direction, against your trading positions. But if you trade on a small leverage, then you are more safe from burning because you might be get exposed from the market's volatility, but not that much. And of course, you must consider your RRR, risk reward ratio. Like for example, 1 is to 2 I will risk 1% and I'll take profit for 2% of my equity. So anyway, you will learn that one as you go along into this um, kind of stuff. But remember, you should not be in a hurry. Don't get excited, because when you have this kind of feeling, you're excited, you're happy, you're ecstatic, oh man, you're doing it the wrong way. Because trading forex or stocks or crypto, I don't know for the crypto traders, but trading forex and trading stocks, these are all boring jobs. These are all boring work. Aside from being risky and like nerve wracking, and it's really boring at the same time. You have to face on the screen several hours of the day, even you're not getting into trade, but you have to prepare yourself to provide at least some analysis of the markets. And when you analyze the market and the movement of the market is not in your environment, is not in your target, is not in your indicator, is not in your understanding of the whole week's movement, then you should not get into trade. You have to stay on a sideline. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. It's not that easy, but it can be done. Trading forex is not easy, dear friends, dear fellow traders, but it can be done. Anyway, I must include this probably. I mentioned to you lately that I have to separate this topic, but I think I can include this one now while we are waiting for the market to go down, or otherwise, if this will continue to create supports above the current resistance, then we are good to go to close all our positions so that we will not get wiped out. Now, the supposed topic that I have to put here is how can a retail trader survive from the harsh conditions of the retail markets in forex trading? How can a retail trader survive the harsh conditions of the retail markets in forex trading? And I've listed like around 5 important things here. How we can survive as a retail trader. Retail trader are those small investors like myself. I can only invest like $10, $20, and not at all times. I can only invest $100. Of course, all those individuals who are engaging in forex trading and that can only afford around $100,000 below, $100,000 below. So these are considered as retail traders. And professional and institutional traders are those who are putting an equity to their account or maybe asset under management. They have investors at hand and they are just trading the money of other individuals, but their account is exceeding $500,000 above. So those are professional traders, institutional traders. And then these guys are not called retail traders. So we are the retail traders, small investors. We are the liquidity providers of any brokers. Don't get me wrong with that. Don't you ever think that the brokers are having liquidity providers like banks, institutions, government institutions, equity firm, and all these private companies that are investing to their platform. No, we are the liquidity providers. the retail traders. Retail traders are providing liquidity to the markets. And imagine that um, in a day trading volume, the daily trading volume of the forex markets is around 5 to 6 trillion dollars. So that includes with the money exchanges all around the world, wherein there is this actual physical transaction of exchanging currencies, and much of that are in the stock markets and forex trading platforms that is being managed and owned by different brokers. And now the question again, how can a retail trader like me, like you, like us survive from the harsh conditions of the retail markets in forex trading? I've listed here 5 points. Number one, don't rush. Don't rush. So these are 5 things that I have learned by myself for in the past 6 years of trading and repeating those failures after failures, fatal mistakes after fatal mistakes. I repeated that one. I kept doing those fatal mistakes several times. And even this early 2021. And these are the things that I have learned. First, don't rush. So save your time, take your time, and put so much time in the study of this subject. Don't get hyped when you hear something nice. Don't get hyped. Remember that. Don't get hyped when you hear something nice. You have to remember. So you might be thinking that I'm reading something here. Yes, I'm reading the movement of the markets because we are doing the live trading. But my hand is really tiring now. And of course, this is the better view that I can do. So don't rush yourself when you hear something nice. Save your time. You have to study, you have to do research. In trading forex, a lot of things that you have to consider on. Don't get rushed. You have to research on this particular trader, this particular broker. I'm sorry. You have to research on this company. Does this broker company regulated, licensed to operate to conduct this business? So you have to look for that. Or this could be a bucket shop broker or fly by night. They would just come and take your money, your deposits, and then run away. So you have to look for the established broker companies that are already in the business for like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years of good records. Because there are also brokers that lasted 10, 15 years now, but they're not having good records or not having good history. They don't have good track records. Some of them are doing some shady businesses. So lots of complaints, and some of the jurisdictions they don't have that established license regulations. So part of that, I have to tell you, don't get rash. Save your time to research on the kind of broker that you are going to engage in forex trading, to put your money in. Actually, learning how to trade is not a big deal. But to me, the big deal is, will my money come back to me if somehow I make profits? So you have to secure the environment where you are going to put your money in, where you are going to deposit your money. Because learning how to trade can be developed, can be practiced. You can just put your money there and then just save your time learning, studying, the most important steps, and then maybe in a year later, then that's the time that you're going to start trading live. So you have to practice on demo account first. So a lot of things to consider on. But first, to me, you have to look for a good license, and there are good regulators around the world. We have ASIC in Australia, we have BaFin in Germany, we have FCA, Financial Conduct Authority in UK, we have CISIC in Cyprus, we have NFA and CFTC in US, FSBA in Africa, we have IFSC, Seychelles, and MENA, FSA. A lot of regulators that are really established as well. But you need to be careful with regulators from Vanuatu, because as I did a research, you can register a broker company there and pay for $2,500. And now you're good to go because they will provide you the license and the regulations to conduct business. Otherwise, they're not existing. A lot of brokers there are also having licenses in some cheap regulators. You need to be careful to that, because if a broker company is having a regulation from ASIC, from FCA, from CFTC in US, meaning these guys are not just giving some cheap regulations, meaning an owner of a broker company have to declare certain assets like 5 million, $10 million to start the business. So that means that broker is established. So that one thing that you have to consider on. So save your time to study and learn more and learn more and take your time. And besides that, when you have investments already, I noticed something that it's really nice to do this. When you have to look for a particular broker in which the minimum deposit is not so high. Like for example, $50, $20, $30, or $5. In my case, I'm trading XM and the minimum deposits is five, but actually it's not that five, it's around six. It depends on the fluctuation of the currency value between baht, my local currency here in Thailand, and in exchange to dollars. So it's around $5.97 or $6. So with that, you have to consider on some brokers that are offering small minimum deposits, because most of the established brokers are offering like 100, 200, $500, $1,000 minimum deposit. In the event that you have chosen a broker that has a minimum of $5 or $10 deposits, then once you save that amount, then you put that one there bit by bit from time to time, and just don't touch your account yet. So don't get hyped, don't get rushed. So just put your money there. I have told you that you have to look for an established broker, right? And after that, choose for a broker that is only offering small minimum deposits that is affordable. And then you put $10 now, and next month you put $20, and the next month, the next 2 months you put 50, 100, 50, $20. And in the whole year round, you'll get shocked and amazed that you have already put like significant figures already in your trading account. And then when you see yourself that you are ready to engage in trading, that you're ready to open your first position live in real account, then you have to remember this: adjust your leverage to smaller leverage so that you will not get hype and you can avoid over trading because lot sizing is important. So avoid over leveraging and avoid over trading. So these are the next 2 points that I'm going to point out. First, don't rush. So take your time to study. And then the second and the third steps that you have to remember how you can survive as a retail trader in the harsh conditions of the retail markets in forex trading. Avoid over leveraging and avoid over trading. I mentioned that one already, the importance there, right? Lately, if you can come back there. So I've mentioned that one already. So avoid over leveraging and avoid over trading. So these two will go together. You can avoid over trading if you avoid over leveraging. Over leveraging is a subtle trap of the broker companies because they knew that all traders are greedy. We love money. And you have to remember that we should be indifferent because money itself has no emotion. And therefore, we humans have to do the same. We need to be indifferent. But the opposite is actually the reality of us as humans. The bigger the amount, the bigger the value of money that we have, the more excitement, the more this happiness, the more joy, the more that we are so overwhelmed, and we have to avoid that. So if you have $10 in your hand, you're not really that happy. But if you have $10 million, then you're ecstatic, and that's the problem there. So in trading forex, you have to avoid that. You have to be indifferent. It could be $100,000, it could be $10, it could be $1 million. You need to be indifferent. You have to think that the value of $100,000 and $1 million is just the same with $10. When you have that kind of mindset, then you're good to go, and I'm pretty sure that you will succeed fast and more quick than me. So brokers understand already that we traders, we humans are greedy. Of course, they're humans, but they're in control because they are in the platform. So we have to remember that. Avoid over leveraging and avoid over trading. Because over trading and that's a result, and the immediate effect of over leveraging can really damage our psychological side, which is 70% part of the system. And then you have to remember this. Next point, the fourth point that I would like to point out here: chose long term goals than short term targets. So many of us are get excited for the Ponzi scheme, the Ponzi scheme, get rich quick scheme. You invest $100,000 now. We have a lot of Ponzi scheme in my country alone, in Philippines. You invest 100,000 and that will go back to you after a month double. So you put 100,000 now and you will get 200,000 next month. So we have that kind of mindset. We need some instant results, instant outcome. We love to eat instant noodles. We have this instant relationship, mandated and driven by lust and orgies. So the same thing with trading forex. Much more here, a lot of emotions involved if you are not really careful about this. So as much as possible, we have to avoid that. Chose long-term goals than short-term targets. So like for example, I can give you an example about long-term goals. You put 5, 10, 20, 30, 100, 50, 20, 25, $30 every single time you deposit in your forex account, And in just a year of depositing, and the second year you begin trading. And the moment you begin trading, you started some trading plan like about forex compounding. So you compound, like for example, you are targeting 1% a day from your equity, then or maybe 0.5% of your total equity. That would be your possible target profit per day. And over the next 3 years, then you will see progress of your account. And then you put something like 5 years target from the time that you begin trading. So you target another 5 years from the time you begin trading. And then that's the kind of result that you are expecting and waiting and achieving, right? But others would like to see results and outcome in a year time or in 6 month time. Man, I tell you, even robots and software that are being built by hedge fund companies cannot do that as well. So we have to remember the limited capacities that we have. But the most important thing is that humans are rational. We have this capacity for reasoning. So we have to reason ourselves every time we failed, every time we see ourselves that we keep repeating doing the same fatal mistakes like I do for more than 6 years now. And then the last point that I'd like to stress out here is FOMO, fear of missing out. There are four kinds of emotions that we must avoid in forex trading: regret, doubt, hope, and fear. So, fear of missing out. Like, for example, we enter in a trade because we fear that we might lose that opportunity. And then later on, we regret to ourselves because we get in the trade in a wrong timing. Maybe we get in a trade earlier, and then the market have made some corrections or consolidations against our position. So now we're in trouble. We regret. Or probably you don't see the opportunity because you're too busy at that time, and then later on you regret and said, oh, why? So you have to avoid that. And doubt. So you doubt on your trading plan, you doubt on your trading analysis, you doubt your fundamental analysis, you doubt on your technical analysis, you doubt yourself. So the more you doubt yourselves, then how could you trade? How could you develop yourself to grow more in terms of understanding and in terms of some important knowledge that you must understand here in this particular field? And then hope. Ah, dear YouTube friends, dear fellow traders, more, or maybe most of the traders have this kind of emotion, hope. And probably only the atheist traders who are not believing God probably don't have this kind of emotion. But most of us who are Christians, we are already indoctrinated with all these words, all this God stuff. And most of the time, we cannot deny the fact that we use that kind of belief and that kind of indoctrination in the church to trading forex. We hope. And that's a big problem for many of us. You have to trade what you see in front of the screen. You have to trade what you can see in your MT4 screen, what you can see according to the fundamental analysis based on the economic news and what you see in your technical indicators in front inside of your MT4 screen. Because if you are hoping, the markets don't have emotions, the market don't respond, they just react according to the economic news, according to the movement of the economy in the world. And they have their own direction, they have their own sentiments, they have their own movement, and we cannot control them. We can only project and see the probabilities. And even those who are trading professionally in an institution for 20, 30 years, and one of them, I can mention him if he allows me to, Sir Stuart Cowell in Hot Forks, he would say, I'm already here for 35 years in trading, he said, but still, I can only have this probability of 60% correct. But that 40%, which is on the wrong side of my analysis, is inevitable, is possible as well. So, trading Forex is a game of probability. You're just looking for the probabilities here. And that is why, with the help of the indicators of the fundamental analysis, reading the candlestick formations. So when you integrate all these steps, then you will see a particular picture that probably that is inside the environment of your trading plan. So that is how it's being done. So you have to avoid hoping. Trade what you see. Do not trade what you hope, because it won't work. It will not work. Trade what you see on the screen and do not trade what you hope for, because what you hope for is not going to work. And trust me, I've been there. I've been there. I cannot count how many times I've been there that I was hoping, and the kind of hope that I was hoping didn't actually work, didn't actually happen. So you have to keep that one in mind. And the last emotion that you must avoid when you trade Forex, fear. Fear is really intimidating. When you have this kind of emotion when you trade in Forex, then how can you move further? How can you move further if you fear, oh, I might lose this account, I will not trade? See that? Then what will happen to your trading plan? What will happen to your targets? What will happen to your analysis? You have already this good analysis in your technicals. You have, anyway, we have several indicators. We have Ichimoku, we have GAN, we have Fibonacci retracement expansions, we have MACD, RSI, Bollinger, we have oscillators, we have stochastic, we have SMA, EMA, and EDX, we have CCI, and all these indicators that we can possibly use in our MT4 platform. But regardless of the percentage of your understanding, your knowledge about those indicators and how to use it, and how to identify if the market is in our side, but still you cannot execute your plan if you have this emotion, fear. Because that emotion, fear, will create more doubts to your brain, and then your confidence is being affected, and you go back to square one. You will not get anywhere. You're just cycling yourself to one single point, and you will not moving to the next corner. So you have to avoid that. And again, I have to tell you, there is always an opportunity out there in forex trading. You might be trading energies like UK oil, USA oil, natural gas. You might be trading spot metals. We have bullion or gold, silver, palladium, platinum. Or you might be trading currencies like euro against USD or Gopi or Loni. You're trading Aussie dollar, all these currencies, or you're trading commodities like coffee beans, all the offers that the brokers can possibly give you. There's always an opportunity in all these uh, pairs that we can possibly trade, but always remember that not all opportunities are in your favor. Not all opportunities can be in your side. So you have to make sure that kind or that particular opportunity is in your favor. So what does it mean by saying that? I mean, obviously, you have a trading plan, you have a target, and then you analyze the market, the fundamentals based on economic news, and the technicals based on the indicators that you are using. And of course, I have to tell you that indicators, you must choose an indicator that is fitted to your personality. So that fits to your personality. It's also important. So whether you're a scalper, you don't have to spend a lot of time in front of the screen, or you are a position trader, so you love or you prefer trading long terms, you hold positions for a week or to a month or 3 months, a quarter, or you are a day trader, so you hold position for the whole day before overnight cycle. So these are the things that you have to consider on. And always remember, let that opportunity be in your favor, and then you you're you're ready. You're ready to hurrah to the markets. But if you're not quite sure, much better to stay on a sideline. You know what? I have all these knowledge saying to you, but hopefully, starting today, I'm going to follow all these kind of points that I'm stressing and sharing to all of you out there. Yeah. And these are the most important things to remember in order for us as retail traders to survive the harsh or from the harsh conditions of the retail markets in forex trading. We only have a handful, we only have a few dollars to invest. And how can we survive? But you know what? Before I end this live trading, live session, um, I found someone in the chat room in the Forex forum, I think from Indonesia or Malaysia. That guy was trading $7, and in 3 years and a half, he turned that one into $146,000. I forgot the point something after, but it's $146,000 something in 3 years and a half for $7 investments. So the kind of psychological level he has is really astounding. And everyone has the opportunity, has the capacity to do that, but it will take time. And then someone from Canada, like 20, 22 years old guy, invested $200 for the whole night with IFBS broker, and then the next morning he was able to grow that one to $190,000. And these guys, the kind of achievement they have, we tried to do that one with ourselves. So that's the mistake there. So those guys, the latter, the one who invested 200 and then turned into $190,000, is just one in a million, and it's not reliable and it's not sustainable. But the other guy from Malaysia that I mentioned to you, the first one, $7, he turned into $146,000 in 3 years and a half. Then that is something to admire of and to follow his strategy. So again, that's point number 4. Chose long-term goals than short-term targets. So we have to choose long-term. 3 years and a half, that can be considered as like mid or long-term target, long-term goal. So we have to do the same. So do not look for an overnight fortune in forex trading. There's money here, but you have to work hard. So to those who believe in God or some religions, you believe in a deity or something supernatural, the miracle here in forex trading starts with a different letter, and it does not consist of 7 letter word miracle, miracle, but the kind of miracle here in forex trading starts with letter S, and there are 2 words that I can consider as miracle here in forex. The first word consists of 8 letters, and the other word consists of 10 letters. The first word starts with letter H, and the second word starts with letter D. And what is that word? Start with letter H. Hard work. That's the kind of miracle you will get here in forex trading. Hard work. You must do the hard work. Save your time. Take your time. Devote your time to learn all the strategies, to study all the candlestick formations, the reversals, and the bullish engulfing patterns, the bearish engulfing patterns, and all this stuffs right there. And besides that, you must study and develop a trading plan that fits to yourself. So that's quite important. So that's quite important. So do not think of getting rich overnight in trading forex. And I hope that you'll learn something from this boring talks, from this boring conversation. So this time I'm the only one here talking, but probably my 9 subscribers. Today is December 8th, 12 midnight, 2021. So hopefully in the coming years, my friends out there and the future subscribers will be able to watch and see this video and will hear these words in the years to come. And always keep in mind that we have to look for the long-term targets, not the short-term goals. And protect your capital. Lest I forget, protect your capital at all times. I failed to do that for more than 6 years because I was excited to make profits like $200, $300 in one trade or in a day. That's big money already here in Thailand. You only get paid here around 600 to 800 baht per day, and you make 10,000 a day. You're like a CEO of a company, but it's not lasting. It's not sustainable. You have a winning streak of at least 2 weeks, and you will have heavy losses in the coming 2 3 months. How you manage that? They're the 20% part of the system. Risk management. You have to protect your profit, maximize your profits, and minimize your losses. So there, the leveraging and the lot sizing are all important. So we will go back there. And 70% is about psychology. When you are winning profits, when you are making profits, you are having this ecstatic delight, like triumphant joy. Ah, I'm victorious and make a lot of money. But how would you react when you start having heavy losses? Now your mode suddenly changed to an opposite one: anger, hatred, and all this. And it can greatly affect negatively to your whole thinking, to your whole reasoning, to your whole logic. And once it happens, you will be in a real struggle. So if you listen to this video, to this live stream that I have shared to you right now, December 8th, 12 midnight 2021, if you are watching this video before you begin and engage into forex trading, then you will be able to avoid the fatal mistakes that I have committed repeatedly for more than 6 years. Don't get deluded with money. Be indifferent with money, regardless of the figures, regardless of the value. You have to think to your mind, you have to tell to your brain that $10 and 10 million is no difference. They're just some money. But we people, we try to start appreciating once the value is getting higher. So that's a problem there. So we don't have to do that. Similar in attention, regardless of the figures. And of course, looking at the platform, it's not money there. Those are just the digital figures. And if you get deluded because you have million here in your trading account, what if your broker is not established and will not pay you back? So still, you're just imagining those figures, but actually you cannot get it, right? So I hope that you understand what I'm trying to stress out here. So it's really important. And so, actually, the market was striking here at 1786, and I was monitoring, and that is why my eyes are quite really busy looking on the screen here in our live trading session. But actually, it's like a topic that is really important to discuss with about my experience in trading and what are the things that you need to avoid. And at the same time, I'm looking and checking on the progress of the markets, but now started to come back down, and hopefully we'll make some good profits before we go to bed tonight. Actually, it's midnight already here, 24 past midnight. And I think the market is in our favor. And of course, if there's a sudden change of direction, then I have told you already that I have to get out to provide protection for our capital. We might lose significant amount, but we're not burning. But now it's going down. I'm pretty sure this will go back as I am expecting according to my analysis here. Then we will make some money. And I think it's been 1 hour and 14 minutes here. So, mommy, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? You can go to my YouTube channel, Filipino Forex Trader, and try to watch my live stream and just put some smiley emoticons there so that uh, we will be counting hours as well. Oh, man. It's more than an hour. I'm trying to look for my um, channel here, but I could not find. Huh? I forgot how to. I hope, dear YouTube friends and fellow traders, you can probably see the screen. It's really hard placing the. I'm still looking for my other channel. Hopefully, I will find my YouTube channel here. Dear fellow traders, Filipino friends, please share our YouTube channel to your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm hungry for subscribers. How can we grow this community if you don't subscribe to us? So please do so. I'll upload more videos. Have you found it? Have you find it? If I type my name here, ah, P and L. I remember authentic P and L. I don't know how to find my channel. It's not existing yet. Filipino Forex. Or maybe. So call me maybe. I have to research on my videos, I think. 3-year compounding plan. Three-year compounding plan. $10 to So, YouTube friends, dear fellow traders, the market is going down. Okay, let me type this. If you type Gmail, will your channel appear? Huh? What? Hmm. But I know you subscribe me. I don't know how to do that now. I did be able to subscribe my other channels before. If you can see that one, dear YouTube friends, if this current candle will close right here, this side at this area at 1781, then surely we'll have this market go down right here. So that's our target. And if not, then we're going to get out. I'm still searching my channel here. Can you type this videos, the topic videos? Type this video, follow, type this topic, turning $6. So you have to write the figure dollar and then six into figure dollar 234 in 4 days trading. Have you typed already there? Huh? And then what have you found? May I have your phone? Write figures, not letters. Turning $6 into 234. You're typing the wrong one. Stupid. You're not listening, so you better sleep. I've already mentioned the clear instruction, and yet your typing skill here is away from the truth. Turning $6. Stupid, you're typing the dollars. You have to write the exact word. See? It's here. Uh, you watch the live trading. You watch the live trading. Mm. See that? Watch the live trading. 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 But what's the problem here, ma'am? It's echoing. What's the problem here, man? 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 It's echoing. And then 10 minutes after, you subscribe and click all. I'm sorry, fellow traders. I cannot really project in a clear view with our trading here. And please consider subscribing. And we are now making a little bit profit, about to make profit. Mommy, mommy, come over here and bring this phone. At the moment we're making like, yeah, just a few millisecond we make 50 cents, and now turning negative. By the way, we're still waiting. What? Oh, really? So if this is my first live trading and live streaming as well, my first time live streaming in my YouTube channel. If you have some suggestions, what to do next, then please comment down below at the comment section, and we'll try to do that. So I'll be signing in my other YouTube account, dear YouTube friends and dear fellow traders. And we're pretty sure that The next hour, we're going to make some profits here. I'm going to type. Let me see. So before I go to bed tonight, dear YouTube friends, I must secure these 4 positions to be in profits. What? What about this? Huh? Is it clear now? Clear now? What about that? Clear? The figures, right? What about the candles up? And that's fine. As long as they will see that it's real. What about there? The real XM Global real. Is it clear? Okay. That's real. Others might be thinking that it's a demo. I am also here in YouTube viewing this. Okay, back to my face. Ilang minutes na? 10 minutes ka na nag-watch? Where's my... Where is my tripod here? Yeah, if somehow those who are watching this video I'm very newbie here. Okay, like that. This is my small trading position there. Here, YouTube friends. Yeah, but oh, I'll show you later on. Dear fellow traders, your friends, once this market will hit rock bottom there, and I think it will take another few minutes or another 30 minutes. So we've got to. Yeah, more than $1 in our first position. Uh, I'll show you that one. And 6 minutes from now, dear fellow traders, YouTube friends, this candle here will change into another one for the 1 hour time frame. We'll see that out. So I hope we can build this into a big community a few years from now. And my wife and I were given like another 5 years contract here in this nice residence, nice house. And many of our friends could say that others have dreamed like this place. But me personally, I'm living with it. But the only problem is that I don't have money. We're even struggling to um, pay the bills for this house and other stuffs. But anyway, we will succeed bit by bit. Now we're making more than $1 in our one position, and the other three positions are still in negative. But I'm sure the market will strike hard against gold, and the dollar is going to pull it down south. That's the kind of hiccup I'm waiting for. So we're close to making $2 in our first sell position. Now it's $2, and the other three positions are still in negative. So we'll just have to more minutes to wait. More minutes to wait. More minutes to wait. Now our first sell position is $3 in profit. $3 profit. It went back to $1. That's not a problem. One minute more to change this candle. So I think I have to let you see here a closer view, a closer look. Is it clear? The figures there. Hmm? Is it clear? Huh? Andy claro. Clear? Okay. Clear that it's moving and moving? Huh? Okay, fellow traders, YouTube friends. I think it's already clear here. Can see that out. We're making $1, but we still have another 3 positions that are negative. Because as you can see there, it's bullish confirmation here. It's bullish confirmation. Now, bearish confirmation. It's a bearish engulfing pattern, not bullish. There. It's my first time to do this, and it's really hard how to have this focus, and my cell phone is broken as well. when I filmed outside while I was building a chicken coop out there outside the house. Suddenly there was a current strong of wind and my tripod fell on the ground and the screen of this phone was hit by like a small stone in the cemented floor. And hell yeah, got all these screen broken into ugly fragments. And it's really difficult to focus here. Hmm? About that. What about? Oh man. Yeah, I've been doing that many times. Uh, See me there, right? I might end the stream. This is hard, man. How long will I do this? How long I can hold still like this? So I'll give you an update to this, YouTube friends, dear fellow traders. By tomorrow, my wife has to go to bed now because she has work early tomorrow at school. She will have online classes and some uh, visual aid materials she need to prepare. So again, thank you for bearing with us and for your time watching this first time of my live streaming and my live trading here. We're still in negative, but quite far from burning our account. Of course, by tomorrow, then I'll adjust my leverage into a small leverage in which we could have more odds against the markets. So we will not overtrade. And then see you again in the next live streaming. And hopefully you'll have a good night's sleep to people in Asia and to those living in Europe. Then it will be like around lunchtime to all of you out there. So have a nice meal and thank you once again for watching and see you all. Bye.